Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and let's get into this relaxer retouch video. Yes, I know, as you can tell by the title, it has been 8 months. Yes, let that sink in. 8 months since I redid my relaxer or touched up my roots. I have been stretching it for, like I said, about 8 months now. Look at all that new growth. Like, that is crazy. Now, let me first start off by saying I did not necessarily intend to do such a long stretch, but if you've been watching my previous videos, I had a baby. Yes, I gave birth to my son, so you know your girl has been busy in mommy life, okay? So that's how come this stretch ended up being 8 months long, okay? I filmed this when my son was 6 months old, which is crazy. And yeah, so I definitely have a lot, and I mean a lot, of new growth, as you can see, as I've shown previously as well. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing in these clips is just prepping my hair for my retouch. I am using my petroleum-based hair oil. You can just use regular petroleum Vaseline, okay? Doesn't have to be anything super fancy, super special, but I like to do this to, one, protect my scalp. Number one, I highly recommend you use some type of protection for your scalp. I burn a lot, and that's due to my seborrheic dermatitis, so that's why you see me really going in with the scalp protector. Let's just call it that for now. But yeah, so not only do I apply it to my scalp, I also apply it to the ends of my hair. So the parts of my hair that's been previously relaxed. Again, I've noticed that this has actually helped my hair from over processing and drying out, because like I said, it adds a layer of protection for the relaxer so it doesn't penetrate the hair super quickly. It kind of slows that chemical reaction, I find. So that's why you see me doing that. And like I said, I use a very heavy hand with this part. So again, we are just applying the scalp protection to all 4 sections of my hair and clipping it out of the way. As you can tell, this is a long process. That's why my face looked like that. And then I am also going back in with that same petroleum jelly and just going around my hairline. Do not skip this step. And now let's get into the actual relaxer portion of this video. So I typically do the back part of my head off camera just because it's really hard to film the back of my head. But yeah, so what I'm doing here is applying a very thick amount of relaxer to my hair dye brush. Oh my god, you guys, the hair, like, this is a game changer. I used to be fighting for my life with a rat tail comb, but the hair dye brush, like the one I'm using in the video, this one is amazing. Like, it applies the relaxer so beautifully. I get to move so much quicker because, like I said, your girl burns. So anything that can like make the relaxer process easier, like the application portion, I'm totally here for. Okay, so like I know the video is sped up, but really and truly this process was super quick because, again, I changed my tool. Like, simple thing as changing from a rat tail comb to a dyeing brush, like, made everything so much better. And then in this part of the process too, I try not to add too much relaxer on my scalp per se. I try to get as close to the scalp as possible without necessarily applying it to the scalp. I know in the video it might not look that way because my roots are just so thick, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. I try to keep the relaxer away from the scalp. You can see it a little bit there in that clip. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm adding a very thick amount of relaxer to one side and then the underside as well, and flipping that over. Okay, so we are almost done applying the relaxer to our new growth. So as you can see there, I'm just using the brush and brushing everything into each section. So that's what I'm doing there. And then we're about to begin the smoothing process. This part is very good if you want like a straighter, more silkier result. I don't think you should necessarily just slap the relaxer on your hair and just leave it at that. The smoothing part gives you like the results you're looking for, which is like a silkier, more manageable hair texture. So that's what I'm doing there, and I do that to all 4 sections, just using my hands, working the product through. Okay, So this is the results. I just shampooed my hair until all traces of relaxer is gone, and now we are going to do the deep conditioning. So I'm using the deep conditioner that came in the pack, and then I'm also using the shade Moisture, Manuka Honey, and Yogurt just to help bring back those bonds. I like to do this specifically each time after a relaxer because our hair needs protein. We need strength. We need to build back whatever was taken out of our hair during the relaxer process. So I'm just applying it there and gonna put it under a shower cap. Okay, and once we have rinsed out our deep conditioner, we begin the blow drying / styling part. And of course, I'm using my Revlon 3-in-1 blow dryer brush. I love that. Look at that. Beautiful. And look at my hair. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. My hair has never been this long. Like, look at the length. I am so pleased with all my new growth and just how much thicker and stronger my hair has been. You guys don't even know the struggle that I went through to get my hair to this point, okay? And yeah, look at the results. Look at that. Now, of course, no relaxer day is complete without a trim. I had a lot of split ends because, like I said, I did an 8-month stretch. I did trim it in between, but now that it's fully straightened and blown out, I can definitely see some split ends. So I had to go ahead and cut those off. I think the key to maintaining super healthy hair, especially relaxed hair, is doing regular trims. Do not be afraid to blow dry your hair and grab those scissors and get rid of those split ends. They do not serve you anything. Do not hold on to dead and damaged hair. So you will always see me trimming my hair in my videos. Okay, so my trim is complete, and these are the final results. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, clicking my video, and watching it through. I really appreciate you spending some time with me today, and don't forget to comment and subscribe.